What if the greatest betrayal in history did not begin with a kiss, but with silence, doubt, and a heart slowly pulling away? Season 6 of The Chosen opens with a heavy feeling in the air. Jerusalem is loud, crowded, and restless. People whisper in the streets. Some call Jesus a prophet. Others call him dangerous. The trailer shows the city filled with tension. Roman soldiers stand on guard. Religious leaders watch closely. It feels like something big is about to happen. At the center of it all is Jesus Christ. He walks calmly through the noise, teaching with peace in his voice. But this time, his words feel stronger, more direct. He speaks openly in the temple. He challenges the leaders. He talks about truth, about sacrifice, about what is coming. The crowd listens, but the leaders grow more angry. Their faces in the trailer show fear mixed with rage. They are losing control, and they know it. The disciples also feel the pressure. They once followed with excitement and hope. Now they look confused and worried. The trailer shows quick shots of them standing in small groups, speaking in low voices. Some look ready to fight. Others look afraid. They expected a king who would rise and defeat Rome. Instead, Jesus speaks about serving, suffering, and giving his life. This is not what they imagined. And then there is Judas. At first he stands close, just like the others. But the camera lingers on him longer. His eyes do not shine with the same joy as before. He watches Jesus carefully, almost searching for something. There is distance in his face. When the others talk, he stays quiet. When Jesus speaks of love and sacrifice, Judas looks troubled. The trailer does not show betrayal yet. It shows the slow build, the calm before the storm, the quiet space where doubt begins to grow. And as Jerusalem grows louder and more tense, one question rises above all. When pressure comes, who will stay? And who will walk away? If doubt is left alone for too long, it begins to feel like truth. And in Season 6 of The Chosen, we start to see that truth forming inside Judas. The trailer shows him standing apart from the others more often now. While the disciples speak with hope, even in fear, Judas looks restless. His face carries frustration. He once believed that Jesus Christ would rise as a strong leader, someone who would take power and change the world in a bold way. Judas believed in a kingdom built with action and strength. But Jesus keeps talking about surrender, about loving enemies, about laying down one's life. For Judas, this does not make sense. There is a moment in the trailer where Judas questions quietly, when will it happen? It is not said with anger, but with disappointment. He has waited. He has followed. He has sacrificed. And now he feels lost. The fire he once had is turning into doubt. You can see it in his eyes. He is not evil. He is confused. He feels like the story is not going the way it should. The religious leaders notice this weakness. The trailer gives us short, sharp shots of them watching Judas from a distance. They are calm, patient, almost gentle. One scene hints at a secret meeting. The room is dim. The voices are low. They do not threaten him. They offer him something else, understanding. They tell him that Jesus is going too far, that this will only end in blood, that someone must act before it is too late. Then comes the image that changes everything. A small bag placed on a table. The sound of coins moving inside. 30 pieces of silver. The trailer does not show Judas taking it clearly, but it shows his hand close to it. Close enough to make the choice feel real. Night falls, and the tone of the trailer turns dark. The music slows. The wind moves through the trees. This is where everything changes. We see Jesus Christ in the garden, alone. His face is heavy, not with fear, but with deep sorrow. He knows what is coming. The trailer shows him praying, his voice soft but filled with pain. He asks for strength, not to escape what is ahead, but to endure it. A single tear falls. The moment feels quiet, yet powerful. A short cut shows the disciples nearby, trying to stay awake. Their eyes are tired. They do not fully understand the weight of this night. The world around them feels still, but something is moving in the dark. Then we see lights in the distance, torches, shadows of soldiers walking fast. The sound of armor and footsteps breaks the silence. The camera shifts to Judas. His face is pale. His steps are slow, almost unsure. For a second, it looks like he might turn back. But he keeps walking. In one intense shot from the trailer, Judas and Jesus stand face to face. No anger, no shouting. Just a look between them. A look filled with sadness and love. Judas leans in. The kiss happens quickly, but it feels heavy. This is the sign. The signal to arrest him. The soldiers move forward at once. The peace of the garden turns into chaos. The disciples shout. One reaches for a sword. Another steps back in fear. But Jesus does not resist. He does not run. He steps forward willingly. That is what makes this moment so powerful. Betrayal meets calm. Fear meets love. Judas expected control. The leaders expected force. The soldiers expected a fight. Instead, they are met with quiet strength. The trailer shows Jesus being bound, yet his face remains steady. It is not defeat. It is choice. And as Judas stands there, watching the result of his action, the weight of what he has done begins to settle in. The kiss that was meant to end a mission has just fulfilled it. The air is heavy with regret and sorrow. The trailer now shifts to the aftermath of the betrayal, showing a world changed in an instant. Judas is no longer confident or controlled. The coins that once promised power and resolution now spill across the stone floor, clinking with a cold, empty sound. His face is pale, eyes wide, haunted by what he has done. The camera lingers on his hands trembling, the bag of silver forgotten at his feet. This is a man who has realized that no amount of money, no promise of approval, could undo the pain he has caused. Meanwhile, the soldiers lead Jesus Christ away, his calmness contrasting sharply with the chaos around him. The disciples watch, frozen with fear and confusion. Peter's denial begins to form in subtle glances and hesitant steps. As the weight of the moment presses on everyone who once stood close to Jesus, the trailer gives us flashes of the disciples' reactions, some desperate, some shocked, some overwhelmed by grief. It is clear that their journey is far from over, but this moment marks a turning point that will define them forever. Religious leaders are shown with satisfied expressions, thinking they have won. Rome tightens its grip on Jerusalem, soldiers patrolling the streets with authority, a chilling reminder of the power and control of the empire. Yet even in this dark moment, the trailer hints at hope. Jesus' eyes, even while bound, hold a sense of purpose. His face reflects forgiveness, understanding, and acceptance of what must come. The prophecy of his sacrifice begins to resonate, showing that this betrayal, as devastating as it is, fits into a greater plan beyond human comprehension. The trailer closes with a haunting line from Jesus, delivered in the calmest tone, yet echoing with eternity. All this must happen so that the story of love can continue. The screen goes dark. The audience is left with a mix of sorrow, tension, and anticipation. What comes next will test faith, courage, and the very hearts of those who follow him. Season 6 promises a journey through betrayal, regret, and the power of love that transcends even the darkest acts. It is not just a story of betrayal, it is a story of choice, consequence, and the enduring strength of what is true. The trailer leaves viewers with one undeniable question. When everything falls apart, what will you believe in?